folks, we have fifth play of the drive here. He's back in his gun bunch week that he ran in the his first drive. He's running the counter strike again, so basically that entails his two outside receivers running the exact same routes, which is like a skinny post look, then a corner. Same thing on this side, running it as a skinny post corner. He's adjusting his number 2 receiver here from running the dig route to running a seam. He did that before in his last time he called this. And then he has double arrows, one from the tight end to this side, or the number 3 receiver, and then one from the other side from the tailback here. Looking at the coverage here, right now, it looks like cover 6. The reason I'm seeing that, boom, boom, these guys are on the same side, both of them in between hash and numbers. Here, he's a little wider out, he's closer to the numbers. Cover 2 wise, he'd be in just a little more here, normally at least. And then you have such a split between corner and safety to this side, so that tells me probably a cover 2 where he's going to lock here. He's going to drop and have this entire half of the field. He in turn will have quarters, and he will have quarters. So he'll have this quarter, this guy will have this quarter. Let's run through the play, see what happens. Like I said, he's running corners. So with the corners against this, to me, this would be the spot to hit, would be the corner here. The arrow route should force him to play the flat and open this up even more, because this guy's going to gain more depth than he is width in this case, mainly because he has to cover a whole lot more field. He has to cover half the field. Whereas over here, and this can still open up because it's very similar, okay? May even open up more because he still has the arrow route coming here. Now with this guy going deep quarter and this guy going deep quarter, basically your number 2 receiver is taking the top off here, taking this guy away. So now you have this guy to worry about. Depending on what he does, he may just keep gaining depth, so this will open up. If he doesn't, then you're definitely going to want to look to one of your arrow routes or to the corner to the other side of the field here. So let's go ahead and run through the play, see what happens, and then we'll discuss. Alright, as you can see right there, the corner's there. The corner hits pretty fast, actually. And boom, he hits it. Right timing, great timing on that. Big play. It's just like he ran in the first drive. I believe it was against cover 6 as well. So I'm wondering if his opponent always calls cover 6 against certain receiver sets, you know, whether it's 5 receivers or 4 receivers. But either way, good call, great decision on that. He hit the right guy. Let's look at the other side really quick to see if that opened up too. As you can see here, the arrow route is wide open too, because this guy kind of sits in no man's land. As he gets out, he doesn't flatten out. He doesn't get to the flat. So he stays about the same depth as this wide receiver, but he's too far to the inside to be able to defend that wide receiver. And now because he's keeping his depth, he's out of position to make a play on the number 3 receiver there. So he can actually hit this and turn it up for maybe a good 10 yards. If not 10, then at least 9. Back on the backside here as we're looking. Yeah, that's going to open up big time now with this guy attacking the flat. He has this entire section of the field to hit. So either way, great decision. I mean, he went either way in this case. And then he had this nice flat route as well. Alright, back to another mid-play play here. He's in a trip set, and I cheated, of course. I looked at that card since he had it up there for me. And so he's in the trip set, just go the opposite way now. So he has a tight end on the left, 3 receivers to the right. Back is set up on his left here in the gun. He is running, I believe it's called a halfback angle. So basically what that is he's got a go route here with his X receiver. Slot receiver number 2 is running the bench, another bench out of his number 3. Backside guy, he's either running a bench or a corner, and his halfback is running the V route or the angle route. Coverage wise, looking at it here, wow, that honestly is probably a cover 6 again to this side. So he has quarter, half. But it could also be a cover 2 sink or quarters. We'll run through a little further to see what happens. And that's cover 4. At least to me that looks like a cover 4. So anyways, yeah, looking at it here, the V route's open. If you threw it a little earlier, let's see where he does go with it. Oh, he gets pressure, he gets hit. Alright, so in this case here, it's one of those deals where he's looking to get the ball downfield. He has long developing plays here. All these benches are actually fairly deep with the exception of this one. So it's one of those deals where he gets a little greedy in this case. I do this all the time myself too. That's where I give up all my sacks, is I want to hit the deep stuff, so I hold the ball a little too long, even though I have under routes that are wide open. Like I said, right here, this is nice and wide. You can hit that right away. Or this tight end here, or excuse me, the number 2 receiver to the right. The deep stuff just isn't there. You know, this might be underneath here, but it's taking a while to develop, and the tackle beats the guard. So at this point, I think he finally sees the Y, but he holds it too long, and boom, or the number 2 receiver, excuse me. So he gets the incomplete pass instead.